The Wisconsin Badgers have had a pitiful last 5 years. From 2009 to 2019, the Wisconsin Badgers were on a tear, going 13-1 in their best season, making it to multiple bowl games, but ultimately never making the championship game. The Badgers are also in serious contention for running back university. Ron Dayne, who had over 2,000 rushing yards in one season and getting the Heisman Trophy. And of course, we can't forget Jonathan Taylor, who is actually killing it in the league right now, as well as Monty Ball, who has the record for the most touchdowns in a college football career. Or even Melvin Gordon, who rushed for 2,500 yards, which is the second most in a single season. He also had that mind-blowing game where he ran for 408 yards in 3 quarters. But Luke Fickell has not had success in the 3 years he's been here. It's time for a change. And that's where head coach Ryan Callahan comes into play. Wisconsin native Ryan Callahan is entering his first season as a head coach. Now, before he signed, they went 4-8 last year, then 5-7, 7-6, 7-6, and 9-4. But it's been 3 years since they got to a bowl game. But without further ado, let's sign that contract. Now, this is my first ever dynasty rebuild, and they have all this new NIL stuff that I have to figure out. Let's go ahead and look at the team first. We actually have a nasty quarterback who's on his junior year. He's an 84 overall, and he's actually kind of nasty. We do have a good halfback for this first year, but other than that, we're looking a little shy. We're gonna need a good halfback because we are Wisconsin and we're a ground and pound team. Wide receivers are lacking, to say the least. We do have this junior with 95 speed, which is nice, but other than that, a lot of them are old, and they're not even 80 overalls. O-line is averaging at a 78. We've got some good D tackles, and we have a really good cornerback in Javon Robinson. But other than that, our team does not have that many good players on it. So we got work to do. Some goals that we have for this rebuild is make a bowl game and beat Minnesota. Eventually win the Big Ten. Obviously make the college football playoffs. And the final goal is win that national championship. And Coach Callahan's first game is against number 3 ranked Notre Dame. This one's going to be rough. We are going to play the moments this first game just to see what we're rocking with. There he is, Coach Callahan, hyping up his team. So we are going to play the moments this first game. We're doing coach mode, so we just call the plays, and we can actually audible and change around what the defenders are doing. Great stop, 3rd and 7. Can we get a goal line stop? Goal line stop, is it possible? Quarterback steps up in the pocket. He's going to run for it, and he doesn't get it. 4th and 2, and they are going for it. Here we go, 4th and 2, huge down in our first game as the head coach. They run it and they get it. 2nd and goal, the speed option gets him in there for the touchdown. We cannot stop him. And Notre Dame seems to be slipping away from us here. 4th and 3. Can we stop them again? They pass it and they score. Touchdown. And that might do it for the Badgers. And indeed, it does. Badgers could not hold on, though they put up a good fight. And it showed me that the team's got something in them. Coach Ryan Callahan's first game goes down as an L. But what are you going to do when you're playing number 3 ranked Notre Dame? And what better way to follow up a loss than play FCS Midwest? And that game did not disappoint as we beat them 41-10. We had 139 rushing yards, which is fantastic, with 47 attempts. Jeez. Right now we have 9 scholarships that we've offered people. We got a right tackle, corner, a nice halfback, a middle linebacker, tight end, D tackle, corner, another linebacker, and another linebacker. So a bunch of linebackers, mostly defensive though. I have 4 or 5 recruits visiting against Eastern Michigan. I thought we could win this game pretty easily. That's why I did it. They're a 67 overall team and we're an 80. We should get an easy dub here. And we signed Aiden Schwenke, verbal committed from Waukesha. Another verbal commit from Evan Adler, our 3-star tight end, who is also a gem. another 3-star commit, cornerback Antoine Ryder. And they were all visiting against Eastern Michigan, which we only won 13-6. But you got to think that win made them want to come here. Week 4 is Penn State at Penn State. What an absolute thriller against Penn State. 59-52 OT. We had 621 yards, 300 rushing yards, 300 passing yards. What an incredible game. We're showing fight though. Another big game here against Michigan State, and we took a nasty L versus Michigan State. Not a good look for Ryan Callahan. Heading out of our bye week, we get another verbal commit, Manu Seau. Week 7 brings us to UCLA. And look at our middle linebacker, Mason Posa, with the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week. Wisconsin is in shambles. They take another L against UCLA. That's 3 in a row. But that's all right, because they have a really easy game coming up. Number 1 ranked USC. And no surprise, we got mollywopped. It was 28-0 at half. We scored a lucky touchdown in the third quarter. This might be harder than I thought. And our job security is dropping. The rest of the season was bad. We went on a huge losing streak, but the thing that I think saved our season was when we played our final game against 20th ranked Minnesota. I had a couple recruits coming in this game, and it was really big for us to win it. And boy, did we. We ended up smoking them 31-0. I think this changed our whole season and really gave us a chance at next year. And that win landed us strong safety Juan Dennis, who was a 3-star gem, maybe our biggest pickup of the year. And that would do it for Ryan Callahan's first season as a Wisconsin Badgers head coach. We finished with a record of 5-7, 3-6 in the conference, and 14th total in the conference standing with no bowl game. Could have gone a lot better, but more is yet to come. We are upgrading as a coach, and we've got some great recruits coming in for next year. Looking at some of the players that are leaving our team though, our junior quarterback, 85 overall, he is transferring, which sucks. We also have a halfback who's leaving, and Mason Posa, who I gave some NIL money to. Persuasion chance is very high, so I think we'll be able to stay. We'll be able to keep him. We're going to persuade him for sure. All right, he's decided to stay, so that's good. And looking at the draft, we had 3 first-round picks in the NFL draft. We had our cornerback, our D tackle, and our halfback. So that's pretty good. And we had a 4th and a 5th rounder. Speaking of those recruits we've got about 13 verbally committed and hard committed recruits, which is really good. And we've got 5 more potential recruits that we're looking at. But where I think we can make the biggest change is the transfer portal. These are older players, but they are way better than straight out of high school players. National Signing Day. We finished pretty good. We had about 27 signed people, which was fantastic. We had 22 3-stars, 2 4-stars, and 2 2-stars. Could not get a lot of 4-stars, but we had a lot of 3-stars that were 4-stars. Go ahead and look at our training results. So we signed CJ Baxter from the transfer portal. He's a 90 overall now, and he's looking nasty. But the thing that sucks, we also signed this guy. We also signed Quinton Martin Jr., and he got +2 to acceleration and speed. He's got 98 acceleration, which I really want to start him with that, because that is, and he's got human joystick. That's the dilemma. Also, Ray Joseph, 96 acceleration now. Now, the real question is, what does our new team look like? So at our quarterback, we have freshman Dante Carr. We also have Ryan Hopkins, but I like Dante Carr a little bit more. He's got a little bit better throwing accuracy. At halfback, we've got 2 monsters, CJ Baxter and Quinton Martin Jr. We'll see how the year goes, but I like both of them so much. We're going to start CJ Baxter just because he's a 90 overall. At wide receivers, we've got some pretty fast guys. The top 3 of them are seniors, but we got Ray Joseph holding it down. Tight end, we've got an 80 overall. Backup, 74. Pretty solid. O-line is averaging low 80s, which is better than last year. D-line is solid, 80 overall probably. We've got Mason Posa holding down the linebackers. Our corners, kind of mid, but they're quick. And then we got Ryan Carthion as our strong safety holding it down back there. And that is going to do it for this first episode of the Wisconsin Badgers rebuild. I'm doing it per year so I can get these videos out quicker. If you did enjoy, please subscribe, and I will see you in year 2. Deuce.